to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the South Florida Bulls. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Bulls about to kick it away and get this season started. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So the Florida State Seminoles offense will be the first to dial up ball. This one. RPO complete to open the drive. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. They start the season in the top 10. Field position to make a run, but what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play today.
Wide receiver going in motion. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. They get to him as he throws. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback, give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Cover. Gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Trying to make magic with his feet. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams. 'Thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they... $25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has this big target, tight end, running across the field. drag. Nice play.
The Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Gonna take a shot. Oh, he dropped it.
Yeah, that's it, dude. Come on now.
In this football game. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. Turning it on. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are...
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
And the Bulls have their offense in high gear. Lost a throw on first down. He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Bulls want to pick up the tempo. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And into the end zone. And he's forced out of bounds, close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
I mean, you can say that's a quarterback. Can call him a running back. I mean, goodness gracious, he's dropping back to throw the football, but when he sees a hole, his eyes get big and he just explodes through it. Everybody's trying to catch him, trying to get to him, just chewing up yards so easily.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown Bulls! They're on the board first here in the season opener. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. Capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Working that wide receiver screen. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tip people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
They'll run it from the gun. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
It's such an advantage for a defense when you can add to your pass rush by blitzing guys, but especially when you've got a middle linebacker like that can collapse and push the pocket into the lap of the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Bulls can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll leave it with him. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield on 1st down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 25.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Oh, he's got a chance. Breaks into the open. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, South Florida.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do. And they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Clemson made it look easy, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit win on the road. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing with these Tigers. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He'll start this drive firing. Quickly to the tight end. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. And the Seminoles come to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Looking to fire. Quick completion on the out route. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. Both teams made no secret. They wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period, first down here. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. To the air on first down. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
On the move from inside his 5. Makes a move. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get it. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Can't do it much better than that. Get the kickoff return, take it 98 to the house, and put a touchdown on the board. They're lining up to kick it off, full of momentum after housing that last kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
The Seminoles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Gets away from one, finds room. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards. Ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
Gets the back moving. Toss sweep to the left. Oh, he's got some space. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
This running back is so dynamic, and you've got to be able to take advantage of his speed by getting him to the outside. So that's why you dial up the toss play there. It's a nice way to change it up and get this guy in space to go make plays.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Using his feet to buy time. Makes the catch. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there. He knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
Across the 25. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red, inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
And the Bulls line it up with a 1st and goal. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, USF. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And it's a really nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator, because you just had an explosive run getting you down close to the goal line. I think everybody on defense was expecting them to just turn around and hand it off again. Not the case. Now you go pass. Really nice catching the defense off guard, and they get the touchdown. Bang, bang, 2 plays, 6 points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. They'll try the left side. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
There he goes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Let's see what they've got on second down. He'll pull it on the read. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Seminoles will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling.
Turning on the Jets. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Skips away from pressure. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incomplete.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown Bulls. And they take it in for 6 more points. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And here's the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The give. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. Leaves it with the running back. Shows him the stiff arm. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. The Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. They've been running it, but now the pass. He'll take a deep shot here. Holds it in on the left. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. Looking to throw on first down. Hauls it in. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Noe! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. LSU delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Baton Rouge. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the SEC. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to go up top. Working that left side now. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work.
Well, a great job by the quarterback understanding where the pressure was coming from and understanding where his outlet was. And, David, you know, it's demoralizing, I expect, from a defensive standpoint when you think you've dialed up the blitz and you think you're getting home.
Yeah, and you're doing what you can to try to pressure the QB, and you're bringing extra guys, but sometimes that comes at a sacrifice. And you can see he got the matchup he wanted, took advantage of it, didn't get flustered. That was the biggest thing. Like most QBs, sometimes when that blitz comes, they'll get flustered really quickly and make a bad decision. He stayed calm, made the right read, made the right decision.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Pressure coming. Quarterback's got the first. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Wants to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
And this almost feels like a free play on 2nd and inches. 3 wide receivers to the right. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. At the 20, he's got space. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. They'll immediately call time. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown Bulls! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Knifing through, making the play in the backfield, and they can use a timeout and try to force them to punt. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They kick it away on fourth down. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Trying to turn the corner on the left. Gets it past the marker. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very enjoyable first half so far. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And on that note, time to throw it back to our guys at the stadium.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Noles will kick it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Looking downfield on first down. He's going to take off. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And guys, with the empty backfield on second and short, might they take a shot here? Oh, they're after him. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground, but you can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
The Seminoles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Seminoles!
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game one. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. The returner will field it and bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense got it. They're on the run. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Bringing the heat, finding open areas. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And now if this offense could go back, they'd be like, throw it away. You know, don't take the sack earlier in the downs, because the scramble now puts you in a good 4th down situation. Interested to see what this offense does, but they got to stay away from those negative plays.
Under fire. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The Bulls look to keep this drive humming. To the air on 1st down. Here's a heat. Got a man in the middle. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. He's got him this time. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Bulls are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Toss to the outside. Turning it on. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, South Florida.
Well, this offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no brakes, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on that.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Just so smooth along the sideline to drag that toe and get the completion. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Noles send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working there.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm.
Breaks into the open. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Boy, he's over 100 now at 102 yards rushing, and he has busted the century mark in this season opener. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Wants to go up top on 1st down. With the catch, it's Brewer. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Might be changing the route. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Makes the catch. It's Brewer. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The give out of the gun. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, USF! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And added on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. UConn was anything but dominant today, but the Huskies are going to leave Rentschler Field winners. A lot to work on, no question, but they avoid one in the L column. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Seminoles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Off the play fake. Makes the grab on the left. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Doing some serious work on the ground, out of bounds at the 35 after that big run. The Seminoles, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And now on second down for this offense. Back to pass. Rushes on him. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the Seminoles will bring the punt team onto the field. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. He might want another play. Looking downfield on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it for a big play. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40. That's the end of the period, and USF is on top. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Zings it complete to the right. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Immediately fires to the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Here comes the offense on first down.
Let's go.
The snap sets up to throw. Fires to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Gonna look downfield again. Back open in the middle. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He now has 111 yards rushing, and he's making sure the defense feels him in this opening game.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
The Bulls will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Beck's going for the goal line. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Got him downfield. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
And you got man-to-man coverage. You're running that curl route. That ball has to come out. You know you're going to get hit. Like, you know you stopped your route. He's going to be right there. But he does a great job securing the catch, getting the first down.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. To the air on first down. Gets rid of it. Finds the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. The Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man. It's Flanagan. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Noles can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. The Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
And they cut into this lead a little bit, but, man, it's still a huge deficit. And they're going to need their defense to get a stop in this 4th quarter and getting the ball back quickly, still down by a good bit of points.
South Florida has it back, and the Bulls' offense will return to the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Got his man downfield. Oh, he's got some space. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long and who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Here comes the two-point try. Looking to throw. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Florida State, 24.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Handoff from the gun. He breaks the tackle. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. And the Noles in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. Gets away from one. Stands in and takes the hit. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. And the Seminoles come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Looking to throw for it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Another incompletion on third down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Catches it at the 30. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Finds his tight end. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And the Bulls in the hurry up. Here's the handoff. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The Bulls will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Fires on the move. A strike downfield. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find the...
He's going for the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up in...
The fake, and he wants to throw. And he's wrestled to the ground. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Quickly complete. Turn. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Looking left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. With the clock running, this should be the final play. And they're still firing away even with this lead. Throws for the tight end. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all 3 phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.